Hi there, and thanks for taking the time to watch this short video where the intention is to really try to explain how the Flow Code portal works, how people can use it to benefit to the greatest effect, and give a little bit of structure in the way that you train and you practice your mental game, which is ultimately going to lead you to shooting better scores and enjoying yourself more when you play golf. Um, I'm very happy to have Hallam Morgan join me today. He's the co-director of Flow Code, and Hallam is just going to walk us through and explain a little bit how the portal works and how you're going to be able to use it to the greatest effect.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Phil, and thank you all for taking the time to watch this. I'm super excited to introduce you to this portal and how we can help you shoot lower scores through improving your mind. So all of us have been in that situation where we've had fear on the golf course, and fear can be anything from frustration, anxiety, regret, anger, all the fun stuff that we experience out there. But ultimately, we want to take that step towards being in flow. And flow is when we have optimal state, optimal experience, we feel our best, and we perform our best. We're completely immersed in the present moment. We have no fear. That inner voice quietens down. All of the stuff we know we've experienced when we've been our best. So what this portal is going to help you do is move from that state of fear to that state of flow. That's the goal with Phil's portal and what we're able to bring to you as part of the collaboration. So to explain this a bit better, I want to share a short analogy, okay? So imagine yourself in the middle of the fairway on the golf course. You've got 170 yards to the flag. You've got water short and you've got water long of the green. Imagine you turn to your golf bag and all you have in there is a driver. How does that make you feel? For a lot of people, that would start to create some self-doubt. How am I going to hit driver off the ground? How am I going to get it to stop in time on the green? All of this self-doubt, this anxiety, these thoughts start spinning. Now, I want you to imagine the exact same scenario, but this time you turn to your golf bag and you've got that perfect club from 170 yards. How does that now make you feel? You pull that club out the bag, you step towards the shot. Do you feel different this time versus the first time? My guess is that you probably do. You're probably more confident, more excited. You're in a totally different state. Now, the only thing that changed wasn't this situation. It wasn't the challenge that you faced. It was the tools that you had available to overcome the challenge in front of you. That's all that changed. So now if we compare this to the mental game, we're constantly facing mental challenges out on the golf course. Some anxiety comes up. We have a 6-foot putt under pressure, our first tee shot, which we know will make us nervous. We're facing these mental challenges. And for most people, they're turning to their mental golf bag and it's empty. There are no mental tools or mental golf clubs to help us overcome and navigate the mental challenges that we're facing. So this portal that Phil has created in partnership with us is going to help you fill up that mental golf bag with as many tools, as many mental golf clubs as possible, so you can navigate and overcome any mental challenge that you face. And by achieving that, you're going to shoot lower scores on a more consistent basis, which I believe everyone watching this video wants to do. So I hope that gives you some understanding of what this portal is all about, what you're going to achieve from being inside this portal, and how we can help you shoot lower scores more consistently. So I now want to share with you what the portal looks like. I'm going to take you through all the sections. I'm going to show you the programs that Phil has built for you. And I'm also going to show you how you access the live coaching. So let me share my screen here and we'll dive into it. So when you first join Phil's portal, you'll notice you have a section here, your coaching portal. So you'll see all of the portals that you have access to through Phil. These are all the different programs that Phil and ourselves have created to help you do exactly that. Fill up your mental golf bag to shoot lower scores through improving your mind. So the first welcome program is in Phil Jenkins Performance. You can see here we've created steps for you to complete, and at each step you have lessons to work through. When you click onto the first lesson and you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see the mark as complete, so you can move on to the next lesson. When you tick mark as complete, that unlocks the next one and you can move on to the next session. That's how you navigate through the program. All of the programs are both practical and educational. So you're going to learn and you're going to train. And that's a big part of what Flow Code is all about. Being a gym for your mind, okay? A place you can come to train your mind. You also have access to community components. So Phil has his own community feed where he'll engage with you. You can ask questions and you can interact with the other members. And then we also have a group chat as well. So you can interact with other members, ask Phil questions. Our team at Flow Code are here to help as well. So we'll be there to answer any questions that you have. Once you've completed the first program with Phil, you then have level 1 to complete. You then have level 2 and you have level 3. So you have this process to go through to go from that state of fear to that state of flow, so you can shoot lower scores more consistently. The personalized programs are one aspect of Phil's portal. The second aspect is the live coaching that Phil offers through Flow Code. So we have 2 forms of live coaching. The first is something called live flow boosts. Live flow boosts are essentially a gym class for the mind. The same way you can join a gym, you can do a spin class or a HIIT workout. We've created the same, but for training your mind. So inside the live flow boosts, we host sessions every single weekday, apart from Friday. On those sessions, we pick a technique. It could be a breathwork exercise, a meditation, a visualization. We talk about that technique and how you do it correctly. And then we do the technique live with you on that stream. They're all recorded, so you can catch up with those at any time. And one of the most powerful things is that you have access to one of those per week with Dr. Rick Sessinghaus, founder of Flow Code and lifelong coach of Colin Morikawa, who you can have a live coaching session with every single week. You can ask him questions and engage to help you on your journey to shoot lower scores. The second form of live coaching we provide is our live sessions. And these happen once per month and they're longer format. So they're about 60 minutes and then we do Q&A at the end, but we pick a different topic each month and then we present on the topic and then do Q&A. And again, about 75% of those are with Rick Sessinghaus. So huge amounts of value and live coaching from one of the best golf coaches in the world, especially when it comes to the mental side of the game. The final component you have access to is our AI Flow Coach. And I'll very quickly show you how this works. For those of you that are German speaking or any other nationality, you can type in any language and it will respond in that same language. So this is a powerful tool for you to use. But if I just show you very quickly how it works, you can ask any question to the AI coach and it will respond with a powerful answer. So if I say, provide me with a 6-foot putting drill to improve my confidence and focus, you'll see that very quickly, within a matter of seconds, it's providing you with a specific drill that you can try to help you improve your focus and confidence over 6-foot putts. You can type anything into this AI Flow Coach and it will come back with a solution. Okay, so a powerful tool again for you to utilize. So that's the full rundown of what you have access to inside Phil's portal. Every component of it is focused on helping you shoot lower scores through improving your mind. Ultimately, I want you to see this as a gym for your mind, a place you go to train your mind to shoot lower scores. So I hope that's been useful. We're here as a team to support you. We're here alongside Phil to help you on this journey. And I'm super excited to meet some of you, to have you a part of it. But Phil, I'll pass back to you if you have anything that you want to add or anything else you want to share. and then we'll let everyone know where they take the next step.
Yeah, thanks, Alan. That's really fantastic, and thanks for giving the clarity and showing us how we navigate the portal with the greatest amount of ease. As Hallam said, you know, at the root of all of this, at the core of all of this is we want you to be able to shoot lower scores. We want you to get the most out of your golf game, and so that you can then achieve your goals in terms of what you want to achieve on the golf course, but also in terms of having more fun and making the whole experience of improvement more enjoyable. I think it's important that we try to take a bit more of a holistic look at what it takes to be good at golf. And it's definitely not just about being able to have a swing that looks nice. I've fallen into that trap myself in my playing career where if I played badly, I just went and hit more golf balls. And it didn't really work out for me in that respect. And once you start to work with a more holistic outlook and you start to think, well, maybe it's important that I have the right equipment, I have the right swing, but also I get the top layer, which is the mental game, then you can really start to see how you can get better and how you can shoot the scores that you want to shoot. And this portal, what it does, and as we grow with it, I think we're going to add more sections to it. We're going to have more technical advice in there as well. There'll be some equipment advice as well, but it's putting it all together to create this kind of performance package where we've got a clear route to improvement. We've got structure around how we train, and we can see as we get through the different programs that we're making progress. And I think with the mental game, that often is the missing aspect that people find. They know it's important. You know, I ask people, how important is the mental game in golf? And normally they say very important, but sometimes they say 50%. Sometimes people even say 90% of golf is in the head. And then you say, well, if that's the case, how much time do you spend actually training that aspect of the game? And then I can see Hallam smiling because he's probably heard these stories as well. But people say, well, I don't, because I don't know how to. So what this portal does is it really gives you the opportunity to have structure around the way you train the mental game, but bring it together with the way that you practice your technique, and also making sure that you've got the different aspects of performance in place. My intention is to have community conversations going on all the time, so you can constantly ask questions. If there's any queries about what you need to be doing in order to improve and get best out of the portal. We're going to do live sessions, as Hallam said, and what you really get is, as well, on top of the my aspect of it, you get access to this world-class instruction from top coaches in the world. So that side of it I really recommend you get into as well, and I can help you with that as well. And me personally, I also join in those sessions, so it's really worthwhile and really adds value to the portal to an extent where you can't get that anywhere else. So I think that's it, Hallam. And then if we can just explain to people how they can access the portal and what the steps they need to take to get started and start shooting lower scores.
Of course, absolutely. No, I'm super excited. And the way to get started, Phil has a link. Phil has a landing page that has all the information we've just shared. That explains the benefits, the features that you get as part of his portal. So if you'd like to get started, reach out to Phil. Phil will send you the link to get signed up, and then we're good to go. And we'll be there ready to welcome you into the community and to start shooting lower scores.
Perfect. Thanks very much.
Thank you all.